broken.
Oh, there's JP just arrived.
Don't tell him your name, Pike.
Don't tell me your name, Pike. Good afternoon, everybody, by the way. I might as well leave these characters up now, seeing as how they're here.
Yeah, why not?
You mean we're live?
Yeah,
You
we're
can
live.
warn me.
I'm a bit
I've not
wonky.
put my pants on.
So
I never do.
we've got Mark, we've got JP, Mr. 15%, and we've got Dale from Maple Tree Studios. I'll stick these guys back in the background.
Mark's got his rugby top on. Is he a hooker?
A what?
Prop forward, thank you.
Oh, he's got his prop forward, has he? My word.
Right, there we are. That's what we've got on the lid today. I've got a piece of ash. It's about 9.5 inches diameter by about 4 inches deep. And today we are going to be doing some texturing. This is going to be a piece that's inspired by Nick Agar and Jeff Hornung. So there'll be some texturing using the Robert Sorby texturing tool, and there'll be some colouring and embellishing wax and various other things. So I'll get on, turn this down to round, and the guys can let me know what's going on.
Shall I do the honours?
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, out in the chat we have the ever lovely Barry Fisher, the ever lovely Brent Bowcroft, the ever lovely Brian Anderson, the ever lovely Chris Dodds, the ever lovely David Miller, the ever round Doug Miller, the very French Gerald, the French Turner. We have Robert. We have Harry from Hodgepodge Woodworks. We have the ever lovely Ian Leonard, the ever lovely Joe Senior. We have the ever lovely Joe S Casting, the ever lovely Lawrence Borgada. We have Borgida. Oh, sorry, Lawrence. We have the ever lovely Nick Castle, the ever lovely Rex B, the ever lovely Robert Dolman, the ever lovely Ruby Clare, the ever lovely Sebastian, the ever lovely Steve Scott, the ever Scott, the Blue Light Turner, the ever Tom Canada, the ever lovely Trevor P, there's some character called Wayne the Wood Turner, the ever lovely Wivey Woodshed, and last but not least, the ever wizardry Colin the Wood Wizard. And there we are. Anyone else I missed that's just come in late? We'll be there in a minute. Oh, Duncan's in. Hi, Duncan. Duncan the Curly Turner today. And yeah, welcome.
We think earlier we did have a new name, which was...
Is this your weekend name we're talking about? Susan, sorry, Mark, I didn't realise you weren't supposed to talk about that.
No, we don't talk about that except the weekends. Can't find him now.
Pinky Tutu. Oh, sorry.
Patrick Hanley. Patrick Hanley's in. Hi, Patrick. You think you're a new name?
Benjamin's in too. Yes. Is that a 40-40 grind on that?
This one is.
Oh. Can you
Folks,
take it off?
Step away from the 40-40 grind.
We're gonna have to take him off. We're gonna have to take him off for that. We have Brent Bowcroft then.
That's far too fast.
Sebastian has arrived too. Oh, I said Sebastian. Oh, sorry, Sebastian.
I think this needs to sharpen.
The ever Douglas, the ever lovely Douglas Mungham's in.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome along.
How you doing?
Have you put your pants on yet, Mark?
Well, there's no need. I'm not on camera now.
Patrick Hanley's in. Oh, I'm sorry, Mark. You already read him out. But Mark, at 71, he doesn't feel new. Well done, sir. You're not old. You're a survivor. That's how to put it. That's how to think of life. All these whippersnappers, once they've managed to put that many years on the clock, then they can talk.
Paul Smith's here. Hi, Paul.
Paul's in too. Paul, we weren't deliberately ignoring you. Honest, I blame Mark.
I blame Jamie. Jamie said I had to
And,
ignore
you know,
somebody.
I
that's-
blame me as well.
That's a good move. Let's blame Jimmy. David Deadman's in.
Hi, David.
I'm always in the proverbial put this is the depth that varies.
Welsh Terry's in.
Welsh Terry's in. And Ever Twisted Pete from Twisted Trees is in.
Hello there, Terry, isn't it? Hello there.
You ever touch portaling Twisted to Pete?
Yeah, but he can't help it.
No, we're never going to mention that, Pete. You know, what I mean, I've just said to Mark that what we have to do is brainwash him.
Is it a bit of a coincidence that he uses a touch portal when he's got Twisted in his name?
Ah, I'd never considered that.
That's a jump. That's a jump. Rex B's in. He says, only 15 thumbs, Wayne deserves better. I absolutely agree. Folks, if you like what Wayne's doing, please, please, please hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. And if you really like what he's doing, the man would genuinely appreciate that you buy him a coffee, and that'll help him buy cameras and equipment to improve the channel. So please, please, take these on board. What it will actually do is it means that the money he spends on wine will go to to fund the channel, and the coffees will go to buy the wine, and a kind of roundabout kind of horse trading type of financial.
And can I just say a big thank you to everybody that has bought me a glass of wine. That money has already gone towards a new piece of tech, which will hopefully be set up by the time the virtual crafty is on next weekend. And talking about the virtual crafty.
Oh. Okay, so yes, Jamie, do you want to do the honors while I get the
Yes, I can do. Yeah, I can do. So on the 27th of this month, the Virtually Crafty show, Virtual Craft Festival, will be happening again, starting at 9 a.m. In the morning over on my channel. So yeah, it finishes at 12 a.m. Over in the States. UK time with Cole Jacobson. The people we have on board in a particular order is myself, SK Crafts, which is Steve. Then we've got Brian from Heartwood Turnings, Dale from the Maples of the Tree Studios and now Makers International Podcast. Al's Hack Shack from Al's Hack Shack. Heidi Jacobs from Whitehall Pottery. Costas Anarchus from Costas Anarchus. Wayne the Woodturner, who you are watching now, from Wayne the Woodturner. Andy Hill from AH Bespoke. Hodgepodge Woodworks, or is it Woodworks? I'm sure it is Woodworks. I'm not just imagining it. From Harry's channel. Jake Thompson from over at Jake Thompson. Art of Fire Wood Glass Blowing. Art of Fire Glass Blowers. You got the lads, which it consists of Franco Noche, Andy Berkey, and Chris Q. That's going to be a really fun show to watch. You got Braxton Worthland over at Braxton Worthland. And then you got Stonecoat Countertops, and like I said, finishing up will be Cole Jacobson. I can unfortunately not put links in at the moment. We need to look into that. But if you go to Virtual Craft Festival YouTube channel, click, all right, mate, and click that bell notification, you'll get notified of as and when people are doing their lives. Or you can go to virtuallycrafty.com and it should redirect you to the YouTube channel. And you can do what I just said from there.
Got a couple of questions in. One from Rex B. He says, Wayne, have you turned a green piece of wood lately on demo or video? He wants to watch your technique cleaning the bark and roughing the sides. Thank you.
Oh, right. No, I haven't. But I could do next week, Rex. I'll do a piece of wet walnut next week. Right. I'll get this sanded up.
Douglas is asking, are you using the 40-40 or the 45-45? You're using both, aren't you?
He's
I'll just
using
use
the
both,
74
yeah.
or 75.
I'll get this sanded up. It's very open grained, this ash. I'm not too sure on how it'll take the texture, but hopefully it'll work quite well.
That sounds like an awesome day next week, Jamie.
Sorry?
I said that sounds like an awesome day next weekend. Can't
Yes,
wait.
it definitely does. Definitely does.
Good lineup.
Obviously, if anyone wants to be part of it or wants to recommend anyone, be sure to get in contact with myself, Dale, Carl, or anyone else that's been on previously, and you get our contact information or whatever, and we can obviously arrange something.
Folks, it's really. I mean, if you do want, and if you're nervous about doing a live, reach out, kind of thing. There's some folks here who'll help try and get you going. So the thing, tell you what to get, how you can get in simply, and give you some advice on how to play through the day. 73 watching, young Wayne.
Excellent.
I mean, if need be, I'd be happy to sit there while you do a practice run. Even if it's just to set up your equipment.
Good turn Daily Blair's in. Hi, Blair.
Hello, Blair.
And Sidley61's in. Hi, Sidley.
Fred Gulliver's in.
Hi, Fred.
And obviously, the other thing that we're bigging up at the moment as well is the Makers International podcast.
Oh,
Yes,
maybe gonna put it on the spot.
yeah, big time.
Want me to do it?
I've got it. Wasn't ready for it though. So yeah, so folks, the link we've just posted in is for the Makers International podcast, which is in its 5th year. Lots of great shows, lots of great topics. We want you to pop over, come and join us, where you see a number of poorly educated hoodlums talk about what's important, and sometimes we have on intelligent people who know what they're talking about. This week's show is called Shop Talk. It's about tools, equipment, finishes, all that kind of good stuff. We think it's going to be a bit of a theme. We're going to try and run one every now and again, and then we'll slowly but surely fold in some folks that are experts in particular areas as they come up. So come and watch it. It should be a good show. Coming weeks, we have a couple of new guests and a couple of other shows. I think 2 weeks out, we have Daryl from Dreadnought Woodworks coming on the show. And we have a couple of other topics which we're going to keep to ourselves, but you should watch for the announcement. We're going to try and give you guys a bit of a roadmap as to what we're going to be doing, but come and watch. Jamie is Jamie, Chris Cute is Chris Cute, and I'm there just to cause chaos.
And let it be known, I've even after 5 years, I've still got 100% attendance. Just saying.
We can sabotage that.
Just saying.
It's actually a great way to spend a Sunday evening. It's really nice. Good show.
Right. What I'm doing at the moment is just outlining some of the areas that I'm going to be texturing. I'll have some quite wide, some not so wide.
Steve Ash, do I know when there's a gap in the lives tomorrow? My first full turn video to post, and I don't want to conflict. I would say you'd probably be safe at about 5 p.m. Don't think there's anybody on around about 5 o'clock. Nice tea time premiere.
Quick question from Harry there at Hodgepodge Woodworks. If I remember, Daryl's first live was on the Virtual Crafty, unless that was the
Yes,
Easy
it
with Tools
was. No, it was. Because he went live afterward. Actually, no, I don't think it was. I think you're right. It was the Easy Wood one.
Barry Chitty's in. Hi, Barry.
Every time I hear Barry's second name, I automatically, mentally, internally, there's a voice goes off that sings the song. I'm so sorry,
Dick
Barry.
Van Dyke.
Well, yeah.
What? Chim chimney, chim chimney, chim chim chiroo.
Don't
Wrong-
do it. That
wrong
thing
one,
I may
mate.
be
Wrong one.
considering. Poor Dick
Wrong
Van
one,
Dyke.
mate. Wrong one.
He did his best.
Oh, sorry.
Right.
Daryl actually enjoyed being on the craft festival that much. He used it even when he used the thumbnail, even when he wasn't on the craft festival, and then apologised afterwards. Bless him.
Yeah. Oh, Seth's in from Brickhouse. Hi, Seth.
Hi, Seth.
Hello, Seth.
Right, which one should I use next? That one, I think.
So, remember, folks, like I say, this is a week tomorrow. Wayne will be demonstrating on the Virtual Craft Festival on the Saturday. Wayne, what are you doing on the Virtual Craft Festival next week?
I am going to be doing some more dendrite fractal painting.
Rex B's asking if there's any way to close caption foreign language in a live. I don't think there is.
So I've had a go I've had a go because obviously I'm speaking Scottish and most people here are trying to listen in English. And to my knowledge, you can turn on live captions on the live, but you're turning it on for yourself, and it's YouTube making a guess as to what it is. So you can do it. Have a watch. It does work. But I think we have to set something inside our channels to do it. So we'll give you some feedback on that, but we'll take it on board and we'll see if we can advise people how to do it. Yeah, we'll get everything I say wrong. Just be aware of that. 11.
But it could be wrong with hilarious consequences.
Yeah, almost certainly.
Yeah. I'd love to know what it says when Wayne talks.
Well, it was funny the other day because Emma Cook, the Tiny Turner, did a simultaneous live on Facebook, and Facebook captions trying to caption a Yorkshire accent was just hilarious. It just didn't get a thing right.
Over there we have a question. QQQ from Douglas Mung. Dale, could you ask Wayne to use a flat ground gouge to show us how to turn because he's too fast?
Just use a brick. Yeah. Strap a brick to the end of a handle. Go at it.
Just use loads of Yorkshire grit.
There's a question there which has been addressed to me, Jamie, but I really think it belongs to you, which is from Lawrence. He says, Dale, how much time did it take for us to organise the event? Jamie, I think that real one should go together.
It took that much time that I needed Dale's help. Put it that way. I kind of called Dale on a Facebook Messenger call and was like, I need help.
And then began a collaborative act of chaos.
Yeah.
Just have a look and see how these are doing.
Oh,
people, the amount of work that we see Jamie and Dale and Carl putting in behind the scenes for this craft festival would amaze you.
The Blue Light Tunnels Workshop has suggested that what the captions might just do is get stuck in a loop saying, "Why I'm on?"
Yeah, probably.
You're joking, man.
You're joking, man.
And realistically,
Nobody says realistically anymore, do they?
Realistically, tonight.
you just did.
Champion.
What we might try and set up a bit of a fun virtual crafty bingo. Bingo card kind of thing, and if we, for each particular person that's on, or for those that want to take part, and if all these words are said, kind of thing, who knows? We might try and work out a prize or something. Let's kick that one around. Pete from Twisted Trees suggests, Wayne, that you should use a wooden gouge, and that might slow you down to the velocity of the rest of us.
How are you finding that turning, Wayne? Simples.
Alan, funnily enough, I saw a photograph like that last night. I wonder who put that there.
Question from Scott, the Blue Light Tunnel, says, can he have a biscuit, Wayne? Wayne, question from Scott. Can he have a biscuit?
Yeah, you can have a biscuit.
Only after a belly rub.
Katie, the Cornish maid's in. Hi, Katie.
Hi, Katie.
I'm not here, Katie.
That's not Jamie talking at all.
If you can hear Jamie talking, people, you really are hallucinating. It's
Yeah.
a figment of various deranged imaginations.
Jamie isn't really there. In fact, well, he is there. It's just that he's in a car on his way down to St Austell for some reason.
I'm actually down that way next week, funny enough.
Woohoo! Jamie, I think there's a question there from Scott for you regarding a belly rub.
Yeah. Make sure you wear gloves, Scott.
Katie wants to know why you're so scared of her.
I don't know, something about Cornish people.
You can get behind that statement. Le Barison, bonjour, buddy.
Rex B's got a question. He says he saw a video yesterday of a wood turner using a carved piece of metal to sand. That'll have been Pete from Twisted Trees, who's in the chat. That was his video.
Oh,
Sharpened it to
that's
scraper.
cabinet maker scraper.
Yeah. I think he sharpened it to 90 degrees, didn't he? Not 45. On the Sorby belt. Pete, if you're in there, feel free.
So Cornish mate says there's no wrong with us, Cornish boy. I'm not sure. So grammatically, I'm going to read that for a bit of fun and saying, hold on a minute, I thought you were called Katie.
No, it would be, there's not wrong with us, Cornish boy.
And I'm cognizant of the fact that it sounds remarkably like Welsh. All you need is an O on the end of that.
Cornish is almost identical to the Welsh language.
You know, that's why I'm such a case. I mean, it's quite easy to understand why Terry's from Pontypridd.
They're all Celts.
I'm just going to lightly sand this now, just to get rid of any rough areas from the texturing.
There's a witticism out there. I love the tool. Really cool, says Wood Wizardry by Colin. And there's various mutterances coming out from various people. Blue Light Tunnel says he had Cornish boys like pole dancing, and Katie has said something which I imagine
Cornish,
isn't. I was going to say that. And Cornish Maid says something which may be colloquial, or it may actually be a language. I'm not sure.
Colonel Bisvecken.
Yes.
Oh, somebody at my door. Back in a sec.
Remember mute.
Aye.
Remember mute. Mark says he's Devonish. No.
Yeah, I've got to go down to I can't remember how to pronounce it. Trewoon or something like that down in Cornwall next week.
Colin McKenzie's requesting us the demo would mean more if there was less off-topic chatter.
All right. Sorry, Sunshine. This is what happens on my demos.
And Douglas Mungham's asking, "All hail the Wood Jedi! Could you show us how to how slow it is possible to turn a complete bowl?"
I could do. Right. What I'm going to do now is colour this with Hampshire Sheen intrinsic colours black.
I'm back.
Scott the Blue Light Tunnel's requesting to know, is that a delivery of Luke for the poll?
No, it's tech bits for the channel.
Did you tell them that you're a YouTube superstar as well?
Yes, I did. I told him I was a massive YouTube celebrity, but not as big as Jamie Page.
I thought so. You done that last time when we was in a hangout.
No, I didn't.
You did, I heard it.
You're such a liar.
I think we should go for an adjudicator. Was Wayne present during that particular hangout?
No, it weren't. It was just me. Unfortunately, just me and Mark.
Oh.
My neighbour asked me what was
Hold
with
on,
all the
hold on.
cameras, and I said, I did YouTube.
I'm a YouTube celebrity.
No, I
He's
didn't.
a cam boy. He's a cam boy.
God.
Cam boy. $1 a minute. Just go check him out.
Yeah.
Excuse me a minute.
I'm a premium rate YouTuber.
Just need some more colour here. Blue.
Gonna slap you while I'm in there.
Man, that's got to be a T-shirt, isn't it? Premium rate
So-
YouTuber.
Wayne, is there a way to? I mean, do you take this straight from the hamster sheen stuff, or do you dilute it a little bit, or do you mix it up?
It doesn't need to be diluted. It's perfectly okay to go straight into an airbrush.
Excellent. Which colour are we using?
I'm using black at the moment.
Katie's off. See you later,
Bye,
Katie.
Katie.
Bye, Katie.
And then what I'll do after the black is that I'll put on some sand and sealer, and then I'll put on some embellishing wax just to highlight the texturing.
Question out in the chat from young Benjamin. He says, question, does Wayne ever let the staff in Tesco's know that he's a YouTube influencer so as he can get a discount on his fruit and veg?
No.
There you go.
Last time I tried that, I said, I'm a YouTube influencer. Any chance of getting a discount? They turned around and said, you're jerking, man.
Put him tish.
Sebastian has some advice for Mark, which I think we could all take on board. He suggests that Mark should tell his neighbour that you're under constant court supervision. However, you are not entitled to discuss this matter any further.
I like that, actually. Hi, Amy.
I may hijack that too, Sebastian. Thank you.
Just remember, Mark, you can leave your hat on.
Oh, Lord. Lord. Dear Lord.
As long as he doesn't leave his socks on, that'll be very, very good. How long does it normally take for it to dry on that style of wood when you apply it with the airbrush?
Not very long. It's a water-based stain, so it doesn't actually take very long to dry. And unlike the likes of putting ebonizing lacquer on or something like that, if you use the hot air gun, and with the likes of paint or ebonizing lacquer, if you put too much heat on, it'll bubble. But this doesn't.
Harry from Hodgepodge Woodworks is saying, I bet Wayne wants to be on. So I bet Wayne wants to keep it a secret so he doesn't have the paparazzi following him and Drilly around.
Yeah, like that's ever going to happen.
Douglas Mangum goes on to say, Ben, they already know, and they put the red carpet down for him.
I'm just putting some cellulose sand and sealer on there.
Wacky. Oh, I've lost Wacky coming in. Wacky
That's
Works
Matt.
Workshop is in. Matt, how are you, sir?
Hi, Matt.
How you doing, Matt?
I'm going to be. Wayne, can I throw
Let
in the
it
virtual
be
craft
known.
again?
Let it be known, Matt had 2 whole chickens for his breakfast.
Okay. Yeah, and he had 12 lightly toasted loaves.
What were you
folks
saying, Dale?
Can you pop in the virtual craft again?
Oh, yeah, just keep on popping it in.
Folks, the weekend, March the 27th, the Virtual Craft Festival was on again, organised by the ever-lovely Jamie Page and the ever-lovely Carl Jacobson.
And the ever-lovely Dale Kirkwood.
That link we popped in takes you to the playlist for the day, and as the particular shows for the day get posted, we add them to the list so you can watch it as a sequential piece, or you can pick and choose who you want to watch on the day. So please either bookmark that link, bookmark the site, or go and subscribe, and I'll give you the notification too.
So yeah.
Please subscribe. Please subscribe. Shh.
There we go. Right. Embellishing wax. So I'm going to use, I've used the black intrinsic colour. Just bloody dust on there. So now I'm going to use the silver Hampshire Sheen embellishing wax just to try and highlight the texture that I've put on there.
Remember also, folks, Wayne's very close to 3,500 subs. When he reaches 3,500, he's going to be doing a giveaway. He's going to turn something live, and that will be what he gives away. So if you're not already subscribed to Wayne, consider subscribing. And if you know anybody that you think might enjoy what Wayne does, suggest that they subscribe as well.
Cheers, Mark.
It's only about 70 away, I think, aren't you, Wayne?
61, I think it is.
Brilliant. Seth says Wayne's giving away a practice piece.
Yeah, it'll be a change. Somebody else is going to get one rather than Jamie's mum.
Yeah, it'd be nice if I could get one.
In fact, I think it was not the last package. One of the last packages that I sent out to Jamie, I wrote on the outside of the box, "Not for Jamie's mum."
Yeah, she still got it.
Right, now it is very... Oh, hang on. What I'll do first, I'm just going to switch this on and use this stiff bristled brush, because there might be bits of paper that have been broken off.
Amy's asking, do you have to knock it back once the sanding sealer goes on?
I don't tend to when it's something textured like this, but you are better off knocking sanding sealer back. Right. What am I looking for? I'm looking for something.
Your sanity.
Oh God, that'll take a while to find. Right, now, if anybody's watching me do this, don't try this at home. I am going to be using a piece of cloth, which is something that I rarely do, because it's a hell of a lot more dangerous than using paper towel. But the thing is, on something that's textured, using paper towel, the paper towel gets stuck in the texture.
Folks, if you like what Wayne's doing, remember, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button and make sure you give that notification bell a ring. That tells the YouTube algorithm that you really like his content, and make sure you get notified anytime he's doing anything on his channel or posting any of these comments. Please, please, please hit that thumbs up and give that subscribe button a good old thump. Chris Nunn has a question. You may have already asked that, but Chris Nunn has a question. Wayne, when you used to dry stains or paints, blah, 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 I think that was the one that was already done. Real simple things. QQQ, can you thin and sand and sealer? Can you thin, sand and sealer? Yes.
Right, if you're using cellulose sand and sealer, like this, the tin cellulose sand and sealer, you can use cellulose thinners. You don't have to buy the chestnut one. You can probably get it cheaper from the likes of B&Q, Homebase, places like this. I tend to thin mine down around about 60-40 sealer to thinners.
Couple of things out in the chat. Richard Fellon's in. Hi, Richard. Harry from Hodgepodge Woodworks has asked, did Wayne just take that shirt off while still wearing his smock, like how ladies do the bra removal trick?
Yeah, it's very easy with practice.
Sebastian is saying, spring is coming, the long underpants are now used for polishing.
Right, so I'm just going to finish this with some Hampshire Sheen gloss finishing wax.
You have 85 watching, Wayne.
Excellent.
Richard Phelan's in. FKO's in. Hi, fucking house. Ian Levenard and Kevin Howell are in. They might have been here for some time.
They have been.
I was busy watching Wayne, really, to be honest.
Were you?
Fascinated by this, yeah.
Sure you weren't playing with your toys?
Oh, they're already plugged in.
You sure you weren't playing with your toys? Whatever the postman brought?
USB hub and a new webcam.
Did you have to find batteries for the toy that the postman brought to you?
No. They're powered by my laptop. They're mains powered.
I'll take this off and I will show it to the camera.
Question from Ian
There you
Leonard.
go, guys.
I hope that's not Wayne's drilly shirt.
That's lovely.
So that's different textures on there. Just using the Robert Sorby texturing tool, and then it's been coloured with black intrinsic colour and Hampshire Sheen silver embellishing wax.
Looks awesome, mate.
Thank you. Now I want to have a bit of texturing on the rim, so it will be a bit of a wide rim. Then the inside will be smooth, but I might have, like Nick Agar did, I might have a raised bit at the bottom of the bowl, which will also be textured. Speed turned up. Just going to take another little bit off there.
Question from Harry, Hodgepodge Woodworks. Can you run the lathe in both directions while doing texturing to get a cross hatch pattern?
You probably can, yes. But the only thing is, if you were going to run it in reverse, you would be doing the texturing on the other side of the tool post, the tool rest.
Four King Hours has a question for Mark. Mark, is one of your new toys a Stream Deck?
No. I don't need a Stream Deck. I have a touch portal.
I guess we'll have to agree to disagree.
Well, no, there's no disagreement about it. I have a touch portal. That's a fact. I don't have a Stream Deck.
Yeah,
but you still need one, though.
Yeah, let it be known that Mike Walt uses a Stream Deck.
I do have
Stuart Farini uses a touch portal.
That's because Scott hasn't been down and had a word yet. Right, so moving on from that, there's a couple of bits of comedy we can have in that. So the problem we have is that both of these can be used for comedy effects. For instance, a Stream Deck could be used for, some reference towards having to go to the bathroom. I've gone and used my stream. I've gone and let my stream out on the deck. However, Touch Portal excels on this because Mark has a touch portal Fanar.
Feel free to touch my portal.
It can be used for Billy and Mark as well.
It's a great chat-up line with the ladies.
Wood Dud Zen. Good afternoon, Wayne, Earworms, and all the wonderful wood turners out there.
Hi, Stephen.
How you
Good
doing?
afternoon, Stephen.
Folks, if you like what Wayne's doing, remember, please hit that thumbs up. Tickle that subscribe button if you haven't already to make sure you're subscribed. And give that notification bell a good ding-dong to make sure you get any content that Wayne's producing. It's flagged up in that notification bell in the top right-hand corner of the screen. It's really worth doing. And if you really like what Wayne's doing, make sure you can buy the man a wine. So it's got a top link at the top of the chat. Pop in there and buy Wayne a wine. That way we keep him sane while he's doing all this wonderful work in his workshop. Sorry, Mark.
I was just going to go ding dong.
I say. Question. Mark, was the postie delivering a dance mat to go around the pole, says Douglas Mangum?
Yawn.
Young Steve Ash, the learner turner, says, Amy D'Angelo's, yes, Amy. But Martin Sabian Smith says you can go over with microcrystalline wax. Oh, I've missed the start of that. Sorry.
Sorry.
I'll shush now. I'll find the start of that at some point. It's a private conversation. You know me. We'll leave those two to find a room.
Pete says, so even in comedy, touch portal is better. Yes, Pete, yes.
However, Hodgepodge Woodwork says in a throwback to that, I wouldn't put my stream deck close enough to touch any of you all's portals.
Right, in answer to what Amy was saying or asking, although I did miss the start of it myself, you can basically put any finish you want over the top of the embellishing wax, as long as you give it time to dry.
Young Stevens telling us from Wood Dud telling us, hi everyone, can't stay long. He's off to get jabbed soon. I see.
Well done.
Four King Earl says, hope you Hodge your stream deck and Harry you use your stream deck and Harry touches his portal, says Four King Earl. Imagine there's more to that sentence, but I think the god of the typing interface has gotten away.
There's a question there from Doug.
Question from young Doug. He says, I'll ask again, does clicking the playlist tab on the VC page make the maker shows run automatically? Yes, Doug, that's what we've set up. Hopefully it'll all work on the day. We've only tested it very, very lightly and very, very, for not running the entire day, but it should work. As one show ends, it should roll over into the next show, whether the new show started or not. You can kind of see that when you click on the link and it rolls past the trailer and then winds up with Mr. Page's cheeky wee face looking at you.
Mm-hmm. Does it give each individual maker views on their channel though? So it takes them to each individual channel. So the way it's worked is everyone gets the complete benefit for taking part from a YouTube perspective, but it simplifies the journey for all of us who are jumping around trying to find out what needs to be done. We have tried our very best to make this as automatic as possible. We hope it works on the day, and we'll all find out together. Brilliant.
So yes.
All gone desperately quiet. It sounds like Mark's fumbling with his batteries, and Jamie's up to no good.
I'm crunching on Werther's originals.
Oh Lord! Do you think it's the beard that she thought you needed Werther's originals for?
Ricky bought them for us.
Yeah. Do you think it's the beard that kind of did it?
Red Eye Dave's in. Hi, Red Eye Dave.
Have a Dave. How are you?
Hello, Dave. Hello, Dave.
Douglas Mungham's asking, was that a Jaffa Cake rapper rustling?
Oh,
I think, Douglas, it was a Werther's original one.
Jamie, all the way the other side of the world, Amy's eating a Werther's original as well.
Oh, would you believe it?
Last I checked, Amy didn't have a beard, so I'm assuming it's not a beard thing.
I guess not.
You could have a comedy beard in a kind of Monty Python-esque way, though, I guess. Which is
I was going to
adorned
say that must be a gorgeous person thing, but it's only 50% right.
No. I think we have to home in on the beard. She may have a comedy beard that she adorns specifically for the purpose of eating Werther's originals.
This is very true.
David Millison. Oh, wrong Dave. My bad. Folks, if you like where we're going, if you like where Wayne's going with this, please make sure you reach up to the top of that screen, and if you'd like to buy the man a wine for his efforts today, I'm sure Wayne would be greatly appreciated. All proceeds go to his wine cellar. No, that's not true. All proceeds go to improving the channel, better cameras, better kit, better stuff. Benjamin's saying, just looking at the Axminster multi-head live revolving center kit, it comes with a screw plate. What would that be used for?
The Axminster multi-head live revolving center comes with a screw plate. I can't remember. I have used mine, but I can't remember what I used it on.
Question there for you, JP, from Four King Owls. Have you or Carl done a video using the Easywood Tools mini hollowing set?
The mini what? The mini the turning set or the mini hollowing set?
It says mini hollowing specifically.
Mini hollowing. I haven't. Carl has, I believe, and I think there's a video on the Easywood Tools YouTube channel as well.
Question from Real Simple Things. What's this virtual crafty thing all about? Anyone want to take that one?
It's about crafting virtually, Barry.
Is Barry trying to say he's never watched one of them?
I think so.
God, it's been going since August last year, Barry.
Ruby Claire's in. She says, any chance of pinning in a bit? What's pinning?
Pinning. I don't know.
Is it pinning? Pining? Pinning?
Right. You're going to have to explain yourself, Ruby, I'm afraid.
Ruby,
No.
Is that a Canadian thing? Good afternoon, Ruby, by the way.
Barry said he was getting us to punt it again. I think he was trying to dig himself out of a hole.
Right, get that sanded up.
Ruby, is pinning like piercing? Is that what you mean? Just wondering.
Barry says he was just getting us to punt it again for the virtual crafty thing. Absolutely, Barry. I certainly understood that. I'm not sure if everyone else did, though. Well, just saying. Say it in English next time. Douglas Manning suggesting, Wayne, could you please use a 4x2 to finish the turning?
I'm not doing too bad. Remember, I've still got some texturing and colouring to do on this.
Ruby's asking, is that a silver wax? I'm not sure if we can pin multiple links at the top of the page, so we're kind of avoiding trying those. It's a good idea, though, Ruby.
Right. No, I did try that before I started. Before I started the live today, Ruby. Seeing as how I've got my buy me a coffee thing pinned at the top, I tried to pin the other links to the top, and basically you've got to replace them. You can only have one link pinned at the top of the chat.
However, the best way to remember, folks, is just to type HTTP or www.virtuallycrafty.com. That link will take you to the playlist directly at all times for the month that we're currently running in. So, if you get confused, just virtuallycrafty.com. Should really be virtuallycrafty.org, I think, though, Jimmy. But anyway. That's the IT person in me. Seth from Brickhouse Craftworks is saying, I typically prefer a V or a parabolic gouge, but would a bottom feeder gouge be better if it was made from a U-shaped gouge?
Well, the thing is, somebody was having a discussion about parabolic curves and things the other day, and somebody said it doesn't matter what shape they are parabolic apart from a V one. But that is my English grind or bottom feeder, whichever you want to call it.
One in the chat. Ruby says she's having problems hearing right now. So I've got this one wrong. It's hard to hear at the moment. She's having her snowy ears taken off because she's at the garage. No, sorry, I've read that wrong. Hard to hear at the moment. I'm at the garage having my snow tires taken off my vehicles.
Right, I'm going to change the cutter blade on this texturing tool again.
A little question from Douglas Mungham says, question. Wayne, what type of brush do you use to clean off?
Right, this brush actually came... I've put the brush down, can't find it now. Where the hell? There it is. This brush came with a very small texturing tool, which I probably won't be able... There it is. Came with this. This is I think this is a Henry Taylor, very small texturing tool. And all it is like high-speed steel cutter.
That's the elf, isn't it?
Elf. Yeah, the detail elf. That's what the brush came with. I'm going to put the medium cutter back into the texturing tool now.
Stephen, Wayne can't roll banners across the bottom of his screen because he uses these lives to edit down as videos. It would be difficult to edit the banner out. Or it'd be difficult for Jamie to edit the banner out.
Harry at Hodgepodge Woodworks is saying, planning to grind a bottom feeder as well, Seth, but been watching lots of Stuart Batty and need to get more efficient.
Doing a bottom feeder is very similar to sharpening a spindle roughing gouge, except you have it at a different angle.
Yeah, I do mine on the Sorby 60 degrees in the V block.
Yeah.
Chris Dodds is in, and Circular Keith by Wood is in.
Good afternoon.
86 watching, Wayne.
Excellent. I'm having difficulty getting this bloody blade in here.
Folks, if you really like what Wayne's doing, remember, hit that thumbs up. If you haven't already, hit subscribe and give that notification bell a good clang so that you can get notified of anything that Wayne does going forward. Wayne is trying to get to being able to do his giveaway at around 3,500. It's not that far away, but if we can all help the man reach this heady goal, that'd be fantastic. And 4K Nows was asking a controversial question. He says, whose music is better, Wayne's or JP's?
Mine.
Wayne's.
Let it be known that JP has got taste in music. It's just all bad.
Fighting talk.
Let it be known I've got more subscribers, so...
Yeah, but it's got nothing to do with the music, though.
Ooh.
Yeah, you've just got more people who hate your music.
Jamie also said he told me this last night. He said, for some reason my channel isn't doing as good as what it used to. Hint on that one, Jamie?
Yeah. Because I spend time editing all your videos.
Try classical music instead.
I'm not stupid.
Is that possibly a pot at you, Mark?
Yeah, I think so. I don't care. I'm used to it.
So I'm gonna colour the rim initially, and I'm going to try and colour this textured part in the bottom. If I get any black on other parts, I'll try and sand it out.
Thank you, Gerard. That's very kind of you to say.
I think that's a sympathy comment.
God, you can't give me one thing, can you?
Well, you can't. You just take it away with the other hand, though.
Wayne, this has been a very successful piece. It's just coming up to 13:58.
Grand.
80
Just
people still watching.
A little bit more colouring to do. Yeah, that'll work. I'll just get that quickly dried off.
Question for Wayne from Rex B. When you finish turning for the day, what is the process for cleaning off to keep wife happy and not trail wood shavings all the way to the lounge chair?
I take my smock off.
He puts a blindfold on her.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Right, so we'll add some silver around the outside here on the rim.
With 82 wonderful, amazing, and beautiful people watching, folks, can we hit that thumbs up, please? It tells the YouTube algorithm that you like Wayne's content. Ring that notification bell and subscribe. Oh, I suspect not in that order. But anyway, please hit the thumbs up, hit subscribe, and the notification bell.
Let it be known you'll probably be able to see a re-edited version of this bowl with poor music in a few weeks.
The poor music will come about because I've chosen Jamie's music instead of mine.
So we have a few comments and the thing. We have JPN companies in. Hi, JPN.
Hi, JPN.
Benjamin says, "Just imagine you were back in the YouTube days where you could put any music you want on your res. What music would you pick, guys?" Well, that's a good question.
I think I'd probably still be sticking with the blues.
I have no idea. I suspect I would wander all over the place from Jean-Michel Jarre through to ELO with a gentle hint of New Order, probably somewhere in there, and perhaps a splash of Iron Maiden.
I'll probably go something like Pink Floyd or something like that, something along them lines.
Mm-hmm. Tear down the bowl.
Yeah, there you go. Go through the bowl.
Gerald, the French Tunners, is telling us about his weekend outfit. He says that he doesn't have a smock, but he has a farmer's overall with 2 zips on both sides, from the top to the bottom. Is it made of? What's it made of, Gerald?
Hessian.
Nick Castle saying, "I enjoyed Mark's classical music." Doug Miller at Rod Spun Round says, "Hi, JPN." Douglas Mungham says, "I will watch it, especially if it's blues."
Well, if it's something that me and Wayne can both agree on, we both turned off Mark's video because of the music.
Gee, thanks for the support.
Hodgepodge. Oh, sorry, my bad. Remember, people, musical taste is subjective. You know, I mean, the best way to deal with a musical taste dispute is to put lots of super chats in each other's videos, telling people how much you enjoy or don't enjoy the music present.
Either that or hit the mute button.
If you're unable to put in super chats on that particular channel, as Wayne correctly says, hit the mute button and sing your own song while you're watching.
Thank you, Doug.
So I think it was, Jamie, I'm beginning to lean in your direction. I think it's a general sympathy vote that's at work.
I know.
I don't dispute. I mean, I didn't dislike Mark's music, but it's not the point.
Right, final buff with some Hampshire Sheen gloss wax.
Thank you, Ben.
You know, when it comes to classical music, I think Beethoven was glad he was deaf.
There is a trend forming, Mark, which you should be aware of, which is they didn't mind the classical music.
I know.
Didn't mind.
I know.
It's kind of like it's along the lines of tolerate.
That wasn't quite where I was going, but you know, that's different. That's quite different. It wasn't that
overhead
jumping out.
camera.
Oh wow! Look at this, folks.
Wow, that's stunning.
Right, so
Fantastic.
there's the inside,
That's gorgeous.
and there's the outside.
Proper
I will
awesome.
be taking photographs, a couple of photographs later on this afternoon, and getting them up on the socials. Like I said at the beginning, it is a piece inspired by Nick Agar. He's been doing these types of bowls for years and years and years. For those of you who don't know Nick, he is an English wood turner who is now based in the States. Very good teacher, does lots and lots of colouring. And Jeff Hornung is from the Walnut Log in the States. Not been turning that long comparatively. He's only been turning, I think it's under 10 years, Jeff's been turning. But he's a very good wood artist and also supplies wood turning materials over in the States.
Like Yorkshire Grit.
Yeah, he's one of the 2 Yorkshire Grit and Hampshire Sheen suppliers in the States. I think the other one is the wood shop in Texas.
Yes.
Anyway.
Steve Ash says, just imagine how How nice that would have been when Wayne gets a little experience.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's it. So there we are, guys. Just over the hour. So I'm basically keeping the time.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. Looks absolutely stunning. We managed to slow you down 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Wood World of
listening.
Texas, Wayne.
Wood World of Texas. That's the place. So, the Walnut Log and Wood World of Texas supply Yorkshire Grit and Hampshire Sheen in the States, and Rob Summerlin at Woodsley Summercraft supplies Yorkshire Grit and Hampshire Sheen in Canada.
Yep.
Right, guys. I'll bring the reprobates back in. There we are.
New camera.
It's actually strange, Mark. It doesn't matter whether it's a new camera or not. You're still but ugly.
Thank you.
You need one of these, Mark. You joker man.
So, Sunday night, Makers International podcast. They are getting up very, very close, if they haven't already surpassed it, to 1,000 subscribers.
13 off.
13 off, so please go over and subscribe to them. The virtual crafty weekend next weekend, please come over and have a look at that. 16 very, very good makers and me are going to be on that. And if anybody drops out, I think Mark's on standby. It's brilliant being on standby.
Yeah.
What else is
I
happening?
can't practice for what I'm going to do, so.
Yeah, Steve's on tonight. Steve SK Crafts is on tonight with guest EUM, Joe Whittaker, is going to be on tonight. Ruben will have a premiere. It's around about 6:30, I think. Nick will probably have a premiere around about 7:30, and I think Stace will be live at 8 o'clock as well. Tomorrow morning we've got Ed on. He's doing some texturing tomorrow. I think at lunchtime, Scott's on at lunchtime. I think. I'm not very sure. I'm not very sure about Rob CP if he's back doing lives again or not.
Hodgepodge is on
Is that
after
Scott
Scott.
the Blue Light Turner?
Right. Okay. Robert Hodgepodge and Harry will be on after Scott. I think people have got premieres on as well. Nick will be on live tomorrow night. Sunday, SK Crafts, probably other premieres. Mike Walt will be doing a live. Usually starts doing his intros about 7. I've got a premiere. My premiere is early again this week. It's at 7:30 because of the clocks going forward in America. Because the podcast on Sunday will be starting at 8:30, not 9:30. Just to let people know. Then Jamie will have his premiere. I think that'll be
10 o'clock.
at 10 o'clock, not 11 o'clock. And I think
I'm not sure if Caitlin's changed hers.
She did last week. I'm sure she did last. Yeah,
okay.
I think she did last week. And then it's back to me again Monday lunchtime. So that's us for the weekend. So I'm going to press the button and bid you all goodbye. Thanks very much for coming along. I hope you enjoyed that. I enjoyed doing it. I think it's turned out not too bad. So I'm pressing the button.
Before you do that, Scott and Hodgepodge have changed round. Scott's going, Hodgepodge is going first, then Scott's going after him.
Okay, no problem.
Can I just quickly plug
Hodgepodge at 12.
the panel?
Ruby's asking to please zoom in a bit. There you go, Ruby. In fact, what I'll do, just for a final one, I'll put it on the overhead again. There it
Kick
is.
us all to the back.
Okay, yeah, kick you all to the background for the moment. Where's my bloody mouse gone? There you go, Ruby. And there's the outside.
Nice, mate.
That's gorgeous.
So all that was done with the different cutters on the Robert Sorby texturing tool. Right,
Nice.
I'm hitting the button, and I will. I'll see you all when I see you. I'll probably be worming for Steve tonight, so I'll see you in there. Bye for now.
Cheers.